You're not here by accident. There's a reason this message found its way to you. A gentle disturbance in the air, a soft trembling in your spirit. Something is moving beneath the surface of your life, though no one around you seems to notice. The winds are shifting, and your soul knows. This isn't just a moment. It's the beginning of a divine realignment. Your heart has been whispering to you, and now the heavens are confirming what you already felt. If this message is already stirring something within you, if your heart is beating a little faster right now, then know this. This message is for you. Don't let it pass like a fleeting thought. Comment below with the word love. If you know these words were meant to find you, the angels are watching, and your response opens the next door. This is not coincidence, it's calling. There is a plan, crafted not by man, but by love itself. This plan holds the exact sequence of events that will bring you into alignment with your true self. You've walked through darkness, not in vain, but in preparation. Love has been waiting, not impatiently, but faithfully, for the moment your heart would be ready. That moment is now. You don't have to understand every step. You don't need to see the full path ahead. You only need to listen and follow the warmth you feel. When something rings true in your soul, the reason you've been unsettled lately is because your current life can no longer contain who you're becoming. Change is not a threat. It's the doorway to your next becoming. And love is the key. You've outgrown people, places, even versions of yourself. That's not failure, that's evolution. You are not who you were last year, last month, even yesterday. And that's why everything around you feels like it's shifting. Because the world is rearranging itself to match the vibration of the love you're finally ready to receive. The universe answers authenticity, and you've just arrived at yours. What comes next will make sense of everything before. There is someone you haven't met yet, or maybe you've forgotten them, but their energy has always been reaching for you. Not just romantic love, but soul-aligned connection. Someone who sees you beyond the surface, who remembers you at the level of eternity. Your heart will recognize them instantly, because love knows its own. And love has not forgotten you. You've prayed for signs. You've begged for clarity. You've asked the stars if love still had a place in your story. This message is your answer. There is no delay, only divine timing. And it has arrived. The next chapter is unfolding even now, and it's guided by the deepest force in the universe, love. Some people will not understand what's happening to you. They'll question your changes, your choices, your shifts in direction. But their confusion is not your responsibility. They were not meant to hear the call you've been given. Stay rooted in your knowing. Stay grounded in the presence that brought this message to you. You are not meant to be understood by everyone, only by the one. And that one is being drawn to you right now. Let go of the timeline. Release the pressure to control. Love does not operate on logic, but on resonance, on divine echoes between hearts. You are entering a season where everything begins to respond, not to what you do, but to who you are. That's the true shift, and that's why it feels like the ground is moving beneath your feet. You're not losing yourself, you're returning to yourself. This is not about changing for others. It's about remembering who you've always been beneath the noise. Love is not coming to fix you. Love is coming to recognize you. And when it does, it will feel like peace. Not fireworks, not drama, just deep, holy peace. Prepare your heart, not with fear, but with trust. The pieces that felt scattered are being drawn together. Even your past is being rewritten through the lens of love. The pain didn't break you, it revealed you. And now that the wounds are no longer open, they are becoming windows. Through them, light enters. You are loved in ways you cannot yet imagine, not because you earned it, but because love chose you from the beginning. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are arriving at the exact intersection, where destiny and desire meet. This is that intersection, and you are standing in it now. The angels have not been silent. They've been preparing you in whispers, in repeated numbers, in subtle signs, in dreams you tried to dismiss. They knew you would find this message. They knew your spirit was listening. And now, your soul is responding. That is the shift. That is the change. And love is the reason. Don't rush. You are not being tested. You are being guided. There is no penalty for missing the mark. Love always circles back for those it chooses. Every delay was a redirection. Every heartbreak, a pruning. Every longing, a prophecy waiting for its moment. This is that moment. Even now, someone is being prepared to love you. They are shedding false stories, releasing old identities, clearing space in their heart. The same way you are, there's a synchronization unfolding beyond your vision. Heaven is coordinating what your mind can't comprehend. That's why you're being asked to trust, not blindly, but deeply. And if this message is resonating, if you feel seen in a way words can't explain, then know it's because the message was encoded for you. Yes, you, the one who kept loving even when it hurt, the one who kept hoping even in silence. Love saw you then, and it's coming for you now. The silence you've been walking through was never empty. It was a sacred preparation, a space where heaven whispered truths your ears weren't ready to hear yet. But now, your spirit is opening, and what once felt like emptiness is starting to feel like expectancy. You are not waiting, you are aligning. You've always had a knowing, a quiet certainty that you were meant for more. Not more things, but more meaning, more connection, more purpose. And that knowing, it wasn't your imagination. It was a memory from your soul's origin, a reminder placed in your heart by love itself. Long before this lifetime even began, the restlessness within you is not impatience, it's awakening. You've outgrown the spaces that once kept you safe. And now, the divine is gently pulling you into unfamiliar territory. It may feel like losing control, but what's really happening is that you're learning to trust guidance. That doesn't come with instructions, only confirmation. Notice the signs around you. They are no longer subtle. They are appearing in patterns, in repeated messages, in the way certain names or songs or numbers seem to follow you. They are the breadcrumbs of destiny, scattered by angels, meant to lead you home, to yourself, to your path, to love. People may not see what's shifting inside you, but they don't need to. This journey isn't for their understanding. It's for your liberation. When you finally stop needing validation, you begin to hear the only voice that truly matters, the one whispering from within, the one that has always known the way. There is beauty blooming in your becoming, and you can't rush a flower to open. Some parts of you are still unfolding, still waking up to the truth of who you are. And that's okay. You are not late. You are right on time, in divine time. Someone is being drawn to your light, not the version of you the world tried to shape, but the real you, the one who loves deeply, feels everything, and carries wisdom in their wounds. This person won't ask you to shrink. They will honor your expansion. And when they arrive, it won't be chaos. It will feel like alignment, like exhaling after holding your breath too long, like meeting someone who's been living inside your prayers, like looking into eyes that remember you, even if your minds have never met. That's what real love feels like, familiar and free. Your energy is changing, and soon your outer world will match the shift. What once felt out of reach will begin to gravitate toward you effortlessly, not because you forced it, but because you became the version of yourself who could finally hold it. That's a magnetism of alignment. You don't need to chase anything. What's meant for you is being prepared for you, just as you are being prepared to receive it. Every delay had a purpose, every detour a secret blessing. And now, the path is clearing. Your only task is to remain open to love, open to wonder, open to the unknown. Do not fear the unknown, because the unknown is where miracles are born. It's where logic dissolves and grace takes over. You weren't meant to figure it all out. You were meant to walk with faith and let the pieces fall where love places them. In perfect, divine order, you are being softened, not to break you, but to make you receptive. Your heart was not made to be guarded forever. It was made to pour, to radiate, to attract what reflects its truth. Let the past fall away, not in bitterness, but in reverence. It brought you here to the sacred threshold. Your next chapter doesn't require the old version of you. It needs a version who is no longer afraid of starting over. The one who knows that every ending was really a beginning in disguise. Let go of the guilt, the shame, the overthinking. You don't have to carry them into what's coming. You are free to begin again, as many times as it takes. Even now, the angels are arranging divine appointments, moments that may seem ordinary, but will hold extraordinary meaning. A glance, a conversation, a message like this one. These are not accidents. They are keys in disguise, opening doors you didn't know were waiting for you, doors only love could unlock. The energy around you is shifting quickly now, and you may feel everything all at once. Don't let the intensity scare you. It's only because the soul is catching up with the call. You were never meant to live a muted life. You were meant to feel, to express, to evolve, to experience the full spectrum of love. This is your permission to do exactly that. There are parts of your story you've hidden, fearing they made you unworthy. But the truth is, those are the sacred pages that will one day help someone else heal. Your vulnerability is not weakness. It's proof of your strength. And the divine doesn't waste your pain. It transforms it into purpose. Let yourself imagine again. Not just survive, but dream, believe, receive. There are blessings coming that you didn't even ask for, because love knows what you need before you speak it. Stay open to surprise, to joy without warning, to abundance that flows beyond logic. Every tear you cried in silence was heard, every sleepless night counted, every unanswered prayer stored like treasure. Heaven did not forget you. It was working in layers you couldn't see, removing what would have delayed you, protecting what you're now ready to hold. And now, you stand at the edge of something sacred. You may not see the full view yet, but you can feel the breeze of destiny in the air. Let that feeling guide you. Not fear, not doubt, but the quiet knowing that love has never failed you. And it's not about to start now. You were never meant to follow the crowd, because your path is not like anyone else's. You were set apart, not to be isolated, but to be prepared for a purpose few could carry, prepared for a love few could hold. That's why your journey has felt different, because your destination is sacred. There's a part of you that has always known how this ends, even when you felt lost, even when nothing made sense. You still carried a small light inside, a hope you couldn't explain. That light was never just yours. It was placed in you for this moment. You may not realize it yet, but you're being watched by others, not in judgment, but in quiet admiration, because your courage is awakening something in them. Every time you choose love over fear, truth over comfort, you give others permission to rise. You've healed in silence, grown in shadows, and now you're being called into the light, not for attention, but for alignment, because the version of you the world is about to meet is a version love always saw. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. It's your compass. You feel things deeply because you were meant to see what others ignore, to touch what others avoid, to hear what others silence. And in that sensitivity is a strength no one can replicate. You're learning to trust the unseen, to walk when there's no path beneath your feet, to speak what hasn't yet been proven. That is the language of angels, and you're beginning to speak it fluently. The more you trust a quiet voice, the louder your purpose becomes. This is a path of the awakened. Some of the doors that closed were not rejections. They were protections. Heaven saw what you couldn't and closed what would have wounded you. Now, new doors are opening, not because you forced them, but because you're finally ready. You're being remembered by the universe, not as a name, but as a vibration. The energy you carry is calling back to you. Everything that matches your new frequency. New people, new love, new purpose. It's not random. It's resonance. When you begin to feel things speeding up, don't panic. That acceleration is alignment in motion. You waited a long time for this current to reach you, and now it's here, sweeping away what no longer fits, and planting what your soul has been praying for. Without words, everything you've gone through was a lesson in becoming, even the moments you wished you could erase. They were shaping you, teaching you how to recognize real love, how to recognize yourself. Now, you can walk forward with eyes open and heart unguarded. There's a version of your life you haven't even imagined yet, but heaven has, and it's waiting for you to believe it's possible, to stop surviving and start receiving. You've sown so much in silence. Now the harvest is rising, and it will surprise you. Not everyone can come with you, but those who are meant to stay will rise to meet you. You won't need to beg for presents or chase after loyalty. Those who are aligned with love's plan for you will feel like peace, not pressure, like home. Sometimes you'll feel things before you see them. You'll sense a shift, even before evidence appears. That's not fantasy. That's foresight. Your intuition is sharpening now, because you'll need it for what's next. You're being trained to trust yourself. The old patterns are dissolving. The cycles that once held you are breaking. This freedom may feel strange at first, because your nervous system was wired for survival. But love is teaching you a new rhythm. One of flow, safety, surrender. Let it wash over you. You were made for this. When the time comes to step through the next doorway, don't look back. What's behind you has served its purpose. Its only role now is to remind you how far you've come. You are not that version anymore. You've shed that skin, and now your spirit fits your future. Walk forward with grace. Love isn't just coming to meet you. It's coming to dwell with you, to live in your choices, in your words, in your silence. This kind of love doesn't rush in and out. It stays because it's rooted in truth, and truth is eternal. Heaven is rearranging timelines, making space for divine appointments. You will be at the right place, at the right time, with the right heart. You won't have to force it. You'll only have to recognize it. When it arrives, don't let the noise of the world drown out the whisper of your soul. You're being given insight, glimpses of what's coming, and it's more beautiful than you imagined. Let yourself believe in the good, even before you see it, especially before you see it. You've been faithful in the quiet seasons, and now the heavens are responding, not with thunder, but with alignment, with the right people, the right steps, the right moments that shift everything. Stay present. You don't want to miss what's about to unfold. This is still only the beginning, and the most important part hasn't been written yet. Thank you for allowing these words to enter your heart. Thank you for being open, for listening not just with your ears, but with your soul. You didn't arrive here by accident. This message was guided to you, just as you were guided to it, and your spirit knew exactly when to receive it. If something in this message touched you, awakened you, or brought peace where there was once confusion, I invite you to confirm you received it fully by commenting, "I receive this divine timing with open arms." These words are not just confirmation. They are activation, a sign to heaven that you are ready and that your heart is aligned. If you haven't already, make sure you join this growing space of light and guidance. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next message. And most importantly, activate the notification bell so the next time the angels speak, you will be the first to hear. You are not alone, and you are always guided.